Okay, so we got a little unboxing of a few products sent to the channel from Secret Weapon Miniatures for a little review. We're going to do a painting tutorial with them, which is going to come at a later date because it's got to be filmed yet. This literally came today. Filmed, edited and all that jazz. But let's just crack on and just show the few products that we got here. So the first one is the bevel edged 40mm shattered ritual resin bases. So it comes in a set of, if we get them across here, five bases. As you can see, they've got a kind of a ritualistic, kind of pagan almost, well, very pagan actually, kind of etched in markings. You've got skulls in here. There's a skull on top there. There's like some sort of face. Very well detailed. The quality of the resin is actually fantastic. The only bubble I've seen is there, but you could do that as, yeah, this is shattered. Maybe the skull's a bit bubbled, but that's okay. It's just the top of the cranium, like the head's been chopped off. Other than that, the only bubbles are on the bottom, and that doesn't matter. I mean, there's a huge one on this one, no? On the next set. There's a few big ones there, but it's on the bottom. That's where you want it. It's not actually on the detail of the bases. I'm planning to try to do these maybe as a kind of a black marble effect on them, and then highlight up the grooves, and obviously then do the dust effect, paint up the skulls, do the little detail on there. The models I want to put on here, I've actually painted previously a long time ago. They're my Gal Volback for my Word Bearers 30k army. So I'm going to transfer those models onto these bases once they're painted up. But that's those bases, and I think you can agree the quality of the resin and the detail is second to none really. It's absolutely fantastic. It is beautiful, beautifully done. Whichever resin they use, it's like this white resin. Many companies seem to use slightly different resins, but that one is certainly giving them a fine detail, even down to like the little grit. Shows every little grit. I can't see any. Sometimes when you get like a Forge World model, I see the blue kind of plastic from the mold, the rubber still in the models, but there's nothing like that on this. Detail on the skull there, second to none. Second set of bases we got with a bevel edged 50mm scrapyard, and you get 3 with this 50mm size. I'll show you the first one. So it comes with like an oil drum there, battered up, a big chain, some piping, some metal plating, all this gravel dirt around it. Okay, again perfect detail, no bubbles, no air pockets which are going to ruin the detail and make it look too fake. Really nicely done. And I actually like the next two a little bit more than that one. Well, that one, there's a different reason. I like that one a lot. I shouldn't have maybe said I like them more. Reason is it's got a recess in it, so I can actually get some dirty water and effects in there as well. It's got this little lip that I can fill up, pull it up a little bit. This one again comes with some like that battered metal doors and a drum and bits, and then you've got this gravel all around it. Quite nice to see bases sometimes without skulls on them. I think skulls sometimes are slightly overdone. So with this scrapyard, no skulls. Skulls are good, but sometimes it's nice to have a break from them. And I'm loving this detail that I can actually fill this up once I've painted it. I can get some dirty water in there and paint them up. So that's that one. And then the last one, again, is a massive great big sheet of something, of a vehicle or an industrial complex, whichever you want to make it. Nice detailing on the inside there. Fingers are a bit dirty because I've done some airbrushing and tried scraping the paint off of. Almost got it, so apologies for that. And again, you get a slight recess so I can get some fluid in there if I want to. I might use this one and put Ghazghkull Thraka on it because I've got to paint him up at some point for my Orc army. I think this one, because it's nice slightly flat, it'll be quite nice to get him on that. So that's the resin bases that I got sent to me. Now something here which I'm really I really like. Let's just get these out. I haven't actually opened this yet. It's the Masterclass Scenics Tree Stumps. Now, I've linked up with Walkardle Studios for Wild West Exodus. I'm going to be doing some blogs with them, basing blogs as well, painting model blogs and stuff. So that's really exciting news. They're sending me one of their posses down. Got to wait for that to be delivered. And I thought these trees would actually, for me to make some custom bases, would be fantastic for that. In the desert, some old tree stumps that have rotted themselves out. And also they're quite good because I'm going to be doing a Gloomspite Gitz army, which is going to be in the swamp. So these are perfect. Some of them you'll see. There's a bit of flash on this one. I'm just getting it off if I can. Just scrape that off. Come on. So let's have look at a few of these stumps. The detail is absolutely fantastic. The texture on the bark and where the bark's separated off, and the serrations of the actual internal part of the tree, really nice. And these aren't too big and chunky. They probably got real branches and cast them, I'd imagine. I don't know. Nice little fork one there, and then you've got all these like little tiny ones. So you got this one here. It's got a flat bottom, so it can lay down on the floor, and it's got some mushrooms growing off the side, which is a nice little detail added on there. And this is probably the biggest stump, as in girth wise, not height. Again, really nice detail. And then you've got a couple that are lying on their sides. See, they've got these nice flat bottoms. A little bit of flash to clean up, but nothing serious. No air bubbles that I've seen, which is really nice. And then there's that little one that goes on the flat, and then a couple of little stumps. Really nice detail. Really something nice that I can paint up. Actually, this is the one I really like as well, from a Gloomspite, because it's got loads of mushrooms growing off around the side, if you can see those mushrooms. So that's pretty cool. So that's those. See, this one here's got some roots as well. This one that's on the side's got like a root where it's come out of the earth, and this one's got some roots on the floor around it. So they're pretty cool. Nice to add in a little bit of detail. And then the other thing is, I just wanted to try out one of their paints, because Secret Weapon Miniatures aren't just about their resin terrain, their bases. They actually do acrylic paint range and a wash range. So I've also got this Engine Grime from Secret Weapons, and we're going to give that a little go. This is a water-based acrylic paint, 20mm approximately volume, not for children under 10. Shake Wow, made in the USA, of high density pigment, all rights reserved, blah blah blah. And so that's something really nice. They've got some interesting washes. I'm hoping to build my collection up. I'll just get a little bit out on my finger. You can see this kind of, let me just put the lid on. You can just see this here. We're going to get this on to find somewhere to use this, but it's a really nice, highly pigmented wash. So that's a few little items there from Secret Weapon. We're going to be using them in some projects. We're going to be painting them up and see what we can work out with these. So thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Hopefully ones where we get some painting tutorials done. Take care. Oh, please follow. No, it's not follow, is it? Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications. I'd really appreciate it. Spread the word and share if you really want to go the extra mile. Thank you.